Hi, I'm Laura Enever, and I'm going to introduce you to 7 of the best big wave surfers on the planet. And by the way, they're all women. Beauty and the Beast. Erickson embodies the spirit of aloha. She's super casual, graceful, but she loves big waves and charges. She grew up in Hawaii, and she can hold her own against the hungriest packs in the world.
I'm just taking any opportunity that comes my way. I think it's great to be balanced, and I see big wave surfing as like a huge, wonderful form of expression. This one's been my go-to staple over the years. I've caught all my best and biggest waves on the outer reefs in Waimea, took it to Mavs, and surfed last year's Jaws event. It's a giant board, and it's made for paddling, and it's definitely like a nod to the old school, and obviously where I came from, like in my life, and influences with my dad and stuff, so even the black stripes are a nod to his generation and what he's accomplished.
You might recognize the surname. Her dad, Roger Erickson, is a famous big wave surfer. Big waves are in Emmy's blood. There's a saying about Hawaii. It's one of the only places in the world that gets more crowded the bigger it gets. But Emmy always gets her share, no matter who she's in the lineup with, and not because she's aggressive, but just because she knows the waves better, and she's that dedicated.
It's every man and woman for themselves out there, you know, because a lot of guys will see a girl and be like, whatever, like a buoy. I'm just gonna paddle around this person. Whatever. The ocean will set you straight. Always. It's actually overwhelming at times, confronting societal norms, like in women's big wave surfing or any other extreme sport that's like male dominated. Like traditionally men are more celebrated physically as stronger or whatever, but we need to stop recognizing, or we need to stop, comparing the two. We need to celebrate differences as strengths. Like I was lucky enough to see when I was growing up that it was always, it wasn't an impossibility for me based on gender. I didn't see a divide because of that necessarily. Like obviously there's differences, and I face them a lot. The men versus women thing is like confusing everyone, and then people take sides and stuff, where I support the guys around me and I feel like they support me as well. And if we continue to do that, like it's only gonna build up future generations of men and women in like a better societal function. Like the competition in Peahi was a perfect example. Like those conditions were, without a doubt, incredibly crazy. On the boat ride there, I was just thinking, I want to come away from this still walking. Like I don't want to go through more surgeries and lifelong injuries. Whether you're born a man or a woman, like you have to recognize your strengths. The way we surf is different, but the risk is the same.
Well, the skills of Emily Erickson.
She charges. She got second in the event at Jaws last year, and it was huge. It was unbelievable, and she rode a single fin. I mean, everyone is riding these high performance big wave boards, and she goes out in this old single fin. And I think it's just so beautiful to watch. You can just see that calm, relaxed surfer that just loves being in the ocean.